Okay, so as promised, here's a couple videos on CommVault. How do you install a couple things, right? So the first thing I'll say, like you work for, you're a IT person, right? And you do backups, let's say, right? And obviously you're doing CommVault because that's the job you have. And the thing to focus on CommVault, typically you're going to see more than just 10 or 20 clients or computer groups. You're going to see a lot of them, actually. You're going to see quite a bit. Um, I've heard of instances, I've heard of some com serves that have 30, like 20 to 30,000 clients in them for the com serve. Um, I've just heard that, but I've actually seen com servers that have about 3,000 to 4,000 clients in them actually. So you can imagine you're managing that, and then there's a group of individuals. Typically, when you work as a backup person, um, it depends on where you work at, right? So if you these giant companies, Fortune 100 companies, Fortune 500 companies, whatnot, some of them use Commvault, some of them don't, and they're just massive. Their comm server is massive, right? And you're going to have a team of 4 or 5 people, whatnot, right? And typically, your backup, you're not going to mess with the storage typically, right? In that large of environment, you're going to have too much work actually managing these clients. So let's just dive in a little, shall we? So obviously, you see the ComCell browser here. So I'm going to just click on it here. Computer, that's the ComServe. And I've just populated a couple ones, right? First of all, so you have the baily. So this would be something like location. So you want to create like a location group, say like Bedford Falls, New York, fictional town, and It's a Wonderful Life, of course, with George Bailey. He's the one of the characters. He says, "Mary, Mary, it's Mary." So that's my impersonation of George Bailey. Basically, the character in there says, "Mary," very bad impersonation, basically, right? But um, anyway, that's what he says. There's other things he says, right? But Mr. Potter, we can't go through this all the time. Bedford Falls is not paid for by Mr. Potter. Anyway, back to this. So what we would do, right, is we would put Bedford Falls, and then the sub of that, or the um, Falls has, like, say, the Bailey Brothers Savings and Loan. It has like a pharmacy, right? So you'd put that all under the group here, the computer group. So you just associate with it essentially, and all of your, So what happens is when you run a report, you'd only have to run a report against Bedford Falls, because you'd have more than just one. You'd have 10, 20, 100 different. We'll call these locations, right? So let's just call Bedford Falls, New York, a city. That's what it is, and fictional city, right? I think it's actually Seneca Falls, New York. But anyway, so you do that, and then you'd have Bailey Brothers Savings and Loan, which is a business inside of Bedford Falls, and you're going to have more than just that establishment, that business. You're going to have another, pharmacy. You're going to have other facilities, other businesses, right, that are under that are using CommVault, let's say, and you just want to report. You want to run a report, or you want to do maybe a firewall group. You would just come here to Bedford Falls, and it'd be you'd oh okay you'd know what the issue is essentially, right? So everything ties into this Bedford Falls. Why do you do that? What's the purpose of that, right? If you have 100 different sites in one location, one city, it's very tough to manage that, right? And especially with a firewall rule. So if you just put a firewall rule in one location, and everything trickles down to these other, like, say, firewalls in Bedford Falls, and the different established and different businesses in Bedford Falls, New York, they would get the same firewall rule, and so you would have to worry about it. Just a one-time deal, done. And all the clients inside um, Baily, or all the clients in Bedford Falls, New York, would actually get that firewall filter, or that firewall. Actually, they would get that firewall push, that firewall configuration, basically, right? And when they install, they do the same thing. Likewise, you'd have Greenbow, Alabama. That's where it comes, of course. And Bubblegum Shrimp Company, mean Tent Dan, right? So you have Greenbow, Alabama, and Bubblegum Shrimp Company, right? Got Forrest Gump going there, doing that. So same thing holds here. You got Greenbow, Alabama. You have Bubblegum Shrimp Company or other um, companies under in Greenbow, Alabama, right? That would, same principle holds. You firewall one firewall for Greenbow, Alabama, to make them all. You can even do one where he has like East Coast, let's say, or maybe Southern, somewhere like South, right, which captures all of the Greenbow, Alabama, wherever sites, whatever states, whatever cities you have. So yeah. So the takeaway here is the city, high level city, and the businesses inside the city get the same firewall, and then the clients inside the businesses get that same firewall from Greenbow, Alabama. So moving on, you have the what is Wrigley Field, Illinois, right? That's not a city. That's just a place. So I'll just put that in there. Of course, everybody knows who they are. Wrigley Field. They are home of the Cubbies. That's I'm a Cardinals fan. I'm not a Cubs fan, but I don't know really many. I can't do any character voices in the Cardinals, right? So that's why I chose the Cubs, because I can kind of do Harry Carey, right? Anyway, so the same thing holds here. Wrigley Field, and then the Cubs team is underneath that, and of course, there's guys like Harry Carey, like, "Hi everybody, this is Harry Carey here. Today we're going to be talking about CommVault. Harry Carey here. Today's episode is sponsored by CommVault, the Cubbies Network. Get your CommVault backup software today." I think I could do better. Here we go. "Hi everybody, it's Harry Carey here." Yeah, that's that. So moving on, Mayberry, North Carolina. I don't know if that's a real place or not, but the Andy Griffith Show, right? Really old show. Um, then you have I don't have any clients underneath that, and then you have Jim Henson Company. I think it's owned by Disney. And then I can do Kermit the Frog. So I know this is Kermit the Frog here. Today we're going to be using CommVault to back up our software. In the frog. Yeah. So anyway, so then moving on, right? Just your environment, right? CommVault, it's going to be huge, man. Not a lot of people use it actually. Well, let me take that back. Not a lot of people know about it, right? A lot of companies use it. Not a lot of people know about it, or they don't know they're using it, right? You don't know major companies use CommVault, by the way, because they don't tell you. They say they're doing backups, right? And you just, okay, they're doing backups, but you don't even know what they're using. They could be using CommVault. They could be using other products. It's just massive, right? And CommVault's one of those pieces of software that is just like so robust. You can so many things. You can do so many things. So, um, give me a chance to do some more voices here. So, of course, you have the George Bailey. Mary, why don't you go to Seneca Falls, Mary? And of course, Forrest Gump Shrimp Company. Me and Lieutenant Dan, we had a lot of shrimp back in the boats, and then of course Kermit the Frog. Hey, this is Kermit the Frog here, and of course Harry Carey. Hi everybody, it's Harry Carey here. He almost sounds like he's drunk, but he's not. any rate, so this is a little tutorial, just a little bit, right? A little tutorial on CommVault, how it works, what you can do strategy wise. Again, these are like there's going to be hundreds in these in this client computer group, hundreds of these, right? And you could have hundreds of clients, right? And it's very confusing actually to find out like what client is where, right? And that's where you have this thing here, the client computers. Just click on that. And what you can do is use Control F, and you can find that computer, wherever the computer is, whatever the computer name is, right? Name it. Highly recommend that everybody learn CommVault when you can. Those in the IT field, if you want like another skill set, CommVault is the way to go. Something to complement yourself, something to separate yourself from your competition, um, because it is a needed skill actually. I mean, there's obviously, you know, the one thing I've learned actually doing all of this is that no matter how much you know, somebody's going to know more, always, right? And no matter how much I know about CommVault or how much I think I know about CommVault humbles me daily. Daily. I mean, there's things I learn every single day about CommVault. Like, what does this do? I have no idea, right? Just off the wall stuff. Like, I don't know. That's just how it is, right? And what that means is, um, they have great support, by the way. I mean, their support is awesome. 24/7, call them, great support. But even then, there's still issues where you run into like you don't know, right? So uh, there's still a need for CommVault techs, people to know CommVault basically. And if you're out there, if you're out there watching this video right now, PewDiePie listeners, right, whoever you are, uh, go out and just like you know learn CommVault. Watch my videos here. I have a couple courses, right? Teachable. There's a course I have out there that teaches you CommVault, and yeah. So really, really appreciate everybody listening. If you've listened this far, if you got to the end of this video, like the end of this portion, I really appreciate it. Just let me know, hey, got to the end of this video. Give me something, right? And I'll send you something. Just put it in the comments below. Just put something down. Hey, I watched the end of this video, right? Or something like, you know, um, whatever, whatever you want to put. Just something like, hey, I watched the end of this video, and I'll send you something. Send you like something that like a course I have for free or something like that. Just comment below, and you'll get something. Thanks.